Well, good morning and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Deborah,
And I'm Rachel.
and today we have some special guests. We also have Audrey, our volunteer coordinator, with us, but we also have some special guests, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves and kind of tell us about their platform and what they do.
I'm Susie Crow. I'm Ben Crow's mom. He passed away last September 4th from combat PTSD, and we founded Ben's Heart because Ben had a big heart for veterans and their families, and he wanted people to understand all about combat PTSD.
I'm Greg Sutton, or chaplain for Ben's Heart, known as Brother Cornbread. And God called us into this ministry. Just when you hear God call your name, all you do is answer the call. And it has truly been a blessing.
So if you notice their shirts, they say, "Help all still fighting the war at home," and on the back of the shirt, I don't know if you can see it, if we're willing to serve them, we must be willing, if we're willing to send them, we must be willing to mend them, support veterans, and help reduce veteran suicide. That's kind of, that hits. It hits hard.
Yeah, it is.
So, and then behind us, we have this G, 22 a day, Veterans Lives Matter. And basically what that means is every 22 days, or explain.
We lose,
22 a day.
A day.
well,
Woo!
an average of 22 veterans a day take their lives
Suicide.
that suffered from PTSD.
That's overwhelming.
it is.
They serve our country, but yet,
They come in home and they still live in a war in their head.
okay, I don't know about y'all, but that's just, makes you think real hard. If you're struggling, you're a veteran, please reach out. They actually have Ben's Heart Veterans PTSD weekly meeting,
Every other week. First and third.
first and third. They have a Veterans PTSD meeting. It's not weekly.
Yeah.
It's at 915 East Street, Texarkana, Arkansas, at the Lighthouse, right?
Lighthouse Outreach.
Outreach. Wow. And if you're wanting to help, tell them about how they can help. If they're not a veteran, but they want to be a part of this and want to help, what can they do?
Support the veterans. We are always in need of little things like business cards, and we are planning a veterans camping trip, and it'll be 2 locations, one for the veterans and then one for the families, spouses and children, and just a time to get away. That was very helpful to Ben.
It's anytime you can take yourself out of the limelight, you can get away and forget about things. Because with a veteran, it's always 24/7 in their mind that there's nothing to live for.
So you're a veteran.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a Vietnam veteran. How long did you serve?
4.5 years.
And you were in Vietnam how long?
11 months.
11 months
It
too
took us a
long.
month to come back home. So
Right.
We help a lot of children that I have 2 grandchildren now that have lost their father. We help children who can't go to school and say, "My daddy put me in the closet last night because he was afraid the Taliban would come." Because if they go to school and say that,
Then
then they're coming to get daddy.
Right.
And they love their dad, but we're trying to help them learn to deal with it. My grandkids have learned. Tracy is amazing. Brother Cornbread is the chaplain, but he also deals with the veterans themselves, and then the spouses. It's the whole family. It takes a toll on the whole family.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so it's just a place for them to come and talk and make it to the next Saturday that we meet, or have a contact person to call. I get calls every day.
Every day.
From just to
family
talk.
members, veterans, whomever's
Family
going
members,
through
veterans, kids.
it. And you've gone through it.
I've been here for almost 18 years.
So, I mean, that's
Brother
a lot.
Cornbread right beside us, right beside our
Well,
family.
Unfortunately for me, the veteran won't contact me most of the time. I have to just by chance come across them, and that's where the families could help.
Push
If
them
they
in your direction.
if they could just give us
Yeah,
an
that's
idea
it.
who and what and where we could meet them. You can't really plan it because then they feel like it's a plot against them. So it's just by chance that we have to come across them. But the families are the best source because there's hurting wives and children that will reach out.
That's it. That's it.
And then you just become their friend and their safe spot. Because the VA is not, I'm not downing the
No,
VA, but
no.
the VA, Ben was afraid of the VA. I'm so grateful for the VA in Shreveport, Overton Brooks, because for the last 6 months he had his counselor, would come out and out in the parking lot
And see him.
and see him because he wasn't going in.
Well, you know, it's a building. It's government. I get it. Y'all are in a much more relaxed environment. It does make a lot more sense.
If I can get them out fishing or skipping rocks on a creek, they can open up with no fear.
And just have a conversation.
Just have a conversation. Just listen is mainly what
They just want-
let them vent, let them talk.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And the isolation since we've had the virus was
It's
the worst
made it worse.
enemy because then they had nobody to talk to and was even more fearful to talk to.
Well, it was hard on the rest. I mean, it was hard on us, so I can only imagine how hard it was on them.
When you're locked in one place with your fears, it's bad.
Yeah. And telling a veteran that they need to go get help is like throwing them back in Afghanistan. You just have to be there.
Well, just telling them they need help, we need to know what the help plan is.
And it's not pills.
No, sedating them is not going to fix it.
That's what they did with them.
So how large is Ben's Heart, the organization?
We meet at Lifehouse, and it's a hit or miss because you never know. Veterans could plan on coming one day,
And didn't have a bad day.
and then, within an hour,
Something
things
could
change.
trigger. Yeah.
So we've had as many as 32, and then we've had meetings where we made sandwiches for homeless.
Yeah.
So it's just
Another town.
no, it's the day, but we're always available. That's the thing, is that we're always available, and family members can call at any time.
So your phone rings 24/7.
Yeah, I don't turn it off. I didn't turn it off when it was alive, so now I just take calls from other veterans.
And they will not leave a message. The veteran will not leave a message. So if I don't catch the call, I've missed it.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Whew. This is heavy this
It
morning.
is. But I went to a restaurant. Where did we go? Where did I tell you I was at? Bubba's.
Bubba's
Were we at
33.
Yep. And y'all support Bubba's 33. I want that out
100%.
there. They are a veteran company. They got good food. But anyway, there was the coroner that was there the night Ben passed away came up to me, and he'd lost contact, and he's now in Little Rock. And we hugged and talked and exchanged information, and he shared Ben's story. But while we were out in the parking lot talking, we were going to do a picture by the Jeep, and this young man ran up to us, and he thought that the coroner was the owner, and he thanked him and everything, and he told him it was me. So we got to share Ben's story, and I have kept in contact with him. Actually, I talked to him 2 days ago.
That's amazing.
And I hope to see him at Ben's Heart and get to know his little wife and his 2 children, and that he had shared his experiences and stuff and his suffering. And so he has blessed my heart, because hugging that boy, he just fell into me and hugged me. Hugging that young man was like my son hugging me. And my heart goes out to him, and I want to be there.
And his birthday was just yesterday. I'm not
Yes.
trying to get you emotional, but hey.
I'm good.
And his anniversary of his death is coming up as well.
He's going home.
Going home.
Yes. It's September 4th. We do a walk. I wanted to talk about that in May. Ben walked 2.2 miles every day. And then on Memorial Day, he walked 22 miles. That's a lot of walking.
That is a lot of walking.
We did that 2.2 every day. We tried that 22 on the rest. And we did a lot, but we had people come with us. I will prepare more. I'm going to start in January. Because I was so sore I couldn't sit down. But
Oh, my.
It was bad. But so that is something that we're looking into for next year. We had people pray 22 minutes a day for a veteran that couldn't walk. We had we're going to try to get one of the local water parks to swim 22 laps. We did the school faith kids walk that 2.2 every day.
That's amazing. That is a lot. We're part of We Honor Veterans through our hospice, and we do a lot at the VA. We would love to have you guys come with us and be able to talk to the veterans about.
Yeah.
So, wow. I mean, I'm speechless because this is something you just don't.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you said he's going home, but even all the things that he carried alive, look at what you're able to do now, the testimony you guys have and the people that you're able to help, that's huge, and that's a huge legacy.
Brother James Ross came, he said, he said, what do you think of Ben's heart? Because this is totally Ben's heart.
Yeah.
And Ben was trying to help veterans when he couldn't help himself. He was always helping other people and finding life in them.
That's huge.
That's
That is
amazing.
huge. That's a huge legacy to leave for his babies. That's
And
huge.
he has 2 children.
He has 2 children, Deuce and Asher. Deuce is Ben Jr. and Asher. They miss him dearly.
Oh, I can only imagine. Well, we welcome anyone to reach out to Ben's Heart. And if you're struggling, family members, reach out to them. Is there a number that they can use to give a call to?
What is your number, Brother Conrad?
903-733-3040.
Write that number down.
And my number?
And please leave a message if I don't get your call, because I'm not always have my phone on me.
Even a text message.
The
Text
message
me. I'll call you
would
back.
be
I'll call him back.
Yes.
Yeah. And your number is?
870-648-5188. And again, text or call. If I don't get back with you in 24 hours, call again.
This is a mom that's, started something that is just unbelievable in memory of her son, and to help other veterans deal with that, what's going on. It's not easy to talk about, but, these are people, it's a safe zone.
Yeah.
They can help you. And if you want to join or help with the organization, please feel free. I mean, they've given you their numbers. It's Ben's Heart. Man.
There's a lot, and that just goes to say, there is a need. There is a huge need for an outlet for anybody. Not just veterans, but anybody. If you're going through something that you are having trouble dealing with on your own, it should never be a taboo topic. But it is something that doesn't get talked about, and people, if somebody's going through a mental illness of any sort, where depression or PTSD from regular everyday things, it should not be something that people are scared to talk about with other people.
It's
So
not a weakness.
It's not.
no. That's
And the children that are left behind, that's, that they have things to deal with. So moms and dads, reach out to Ben's Heart.
Yes.
Get involved with the veterans.
Just come and visit. It's medicine. Just talking to somebody, being a friend is medicine for the next day.
It sure is. It
Whatever
sure
you're
is.
struggling with, there's an answer.
Yes.
Well, we thank you today for coming and being with us here on Wellness Wednesday. It's a lot, but I think it's something that really needs to be out there, that it is available to our community. We have a large veteran population in this area, so don't struggle by yourself. Reach out.
Yes, please.
There's no reason to struggle. It's not always easy to ask, but just have a conversation with someone. We're always willing to listen and talk. Believe it or not. Yeah.
By text.
Yeah, you don't even have to just text.
And
They
what,
can-
and what is said to us stays with us.
Yeah.
It doesn't go to the VA. It doesn't go anywhere but to us and the Lord.
That's it.
Amen.
And
Amen.
that's the biggest support, is praying for Ben's Heart and for us to reach exactly who we need to reach.
So if you're watching this video, please take the moment each day and pray for our veterans. And thank you for your service.
Yes.
Y'all have a good day.
Choose excellence in healthcare. Choose Retreat Healthcare.